There's someone here. He seems to be in great pain.
The man before you writhes in pain, oblivious to you. Otherworldly shackles are coiled all around him.
The man raises his head with an anguished groan.
I am Arhu. Well, your search is at an end. Apologies if you were expecting a more convivial setting.
He coughs up a gout of blood. Before he can dissuade you any further, his eyes roll back and he loses consciousness.
Ghosts. And they're tearing his soul apart.
The spirit ignores you, focused as it is on tearing the source from its captive. It stinks of dark magic. There's nothing in the spirit but pain, its own and that of its captive. He resists the agony, but it's only a matter of time before the spirits tear his source away. The pain begins to hurt you, too. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it and turns it back on you. The pain you share nears unbearable levels, and the spirit begins to smile. This is the pinnacle of its existence. And then it exists no more. The pain it gave you ebbs away.
Stop! I told you to leave! You're going to kill me! You can't.
He shudders as fresh waves of pain course through him.
Leave, while you still have a chance. And don't touch the...
He passes out, mid-sentence from the pain.
The dark stench assails you. The spirit concentrates on tearing the source from its captive. The spirit seizes the pain you inflict upon it and turns it back on you. The pain you share nears unbearable levels, and then it exists no more. The pain...
Stop! Yeah! Stop! Please stop! The pain... It's too much.
His face goes slack as the pain renders him senseless. The man is oblivious to you.
The dark stench as the spirit seizes the pain, and then it exists.
I can't fight. I'm too weak.
Our guest. Pain only. No mutilation. It is us.
My dear Lord Arhu, you should have told me you were expecting visitors.
Run, you fools!
I might ask you the same. This place is mine, after all, and Arhu was my prisoner.
Why, Kemm? Why betray everything for which you once stood?
Betray? I didn't betray the Order. I liberated it. As one of Lucien's pawns, I stood for weakness, frailty. And then the God King showed me the world as it could be. He made me a promise. He promised me a path unburdened by Lucien's pathetic need to defend the defenseless. He promised me a world dominated by the worthiest bloodlines across the ages. He promised me a lasting seat at his glorious table in return for my oath. For the king chooses only the strongest, the most loyal, the most deserving. And now, Godwoken, I uphold the final act of my oath. Your execution. You can forget about finding Lucian. Believe me, no good comes from our so-called divine. I thought you might say that. Never mind. Soon enough, you'll be free of this folly.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
The spirit watches you, composed and dignified, even in death.
Of course you do, Godwoken. Why else would you seek out a tired old spectre like myself? But what you ask was expressly forbidden by the Divine. Lucian was so intent his tomb remained sacred that he enacted the Sorcerer Pogrom. Better to silence all sorcerers than to chance a Godwoken arising and entering. His paranoia was so great, he saw to it that his tomb was turned into a fortress to thwart the likes of you. I swore to uphold his wishes, but that was before the Voidwoken. I know. And I think Lucian would have concurred, if he was still with us. I will help you. I am not one to break an oath lightly. But I'm also not one to ignore the truth. Not when it's written in my own blood. The void nears. I'd sooner the future be in the hands of a Godwoken than with the Black Ring. Nobody knows every step of the way to Lucian's tomb. But I'll do what I can for you. First, you must get past the Path of Blood. An amulet filled with Source, paired with the Scroll of Atonement, will let you by unharmed. A man named Saunders was the engineer who designed the Path of Blood. He works as a toy seller now, right here in Arx. Tell him that I sent you. He will give you what you need. Put the amulet on and charge it up by consuming Source. Once it's got 5 charges in it, it'll be ready to go. Bring the amulet and the scroll to the Path of Blood. By the statue of Lucian, there is a hidden mechanism. Set the fully charged amulet in the hidden receptacle, then read from the scroll. But beware, many obstacles remain. I can help with only one. The Death Room is a chamber of many levers. 5 will lead you closer to your goal. The rest will lead you to your death. Each lever is named for a virtue of the Divine. Find the levers whose initials spell the word power. Select these 5 and these alone. Then ask, the Divine cannot be asked such questions, Godwoken. Besides, I trusted him. He must have had his reasons. I just hope he'll forgive me for breaking the oath I swore. He said that if anyone were to approach his remains, then the world would be left vulnerable to the void. It was not for me to question how, only to serve. Farewell, Godwoken. The Hall of Echoes beckons me.